Hey guys, this is Billy from AdultCello.com, and today I want to give you 3 tips that I wish I'd been able to give myself to get you really out of those beginner stages of your cello playing career and into the realm of intermediate playing. Okay, my transition on my own journey from basically an advanced beginner to early intermediate, I thought it felt pretty chaotic, pretty scary in the sense of I didn't really feel like I had control and I didn't really know what to be focusing on. I was kind of, do I just keep learning a new piece a week and then somehow we just end up at a new level of playing? So here are 3 things I really wish I'd known about and kind of incorporated earlier in my journey. Number 1 is just real true knowledge of the fingerboard, okay? You need to know the fingerboard, you need to know where the notes are and how to access them comfortably. The way you're going to learn that is through a scale system, okay? Scales and arpeggios, actually. And what I would do, I would start with a goal of having 3 octave scales comfortable in all the keys up to 4 sharps and up to 4 flats, okay? That will give you a very clear understanding of where the notes are on the fingerboard and also how to shift kind of comfortably between hand positions and maintain good intonation. All right, when you're playing scales, I would really recommend using a tuner at first, and then eventually you could even adopt like a drone where you just put it on in the background and it's just one pitch and you just tune to that pitch. The biggest thing though is to get moving all over the cello's fingerboard and also get used to the difference in spacing for your hand, okay? You don't want to be that kind of player where, 1 sharp, 2 sharps, you're pretty comfortable, and then you get to 3 sharps, it's really uncomfortable. 4 sharps, I have no idea where to find these notes. That's a big difference between beginner and intermediate, okay? For arpeggios, I would say to begin with, just major and minor arpeggios in whatever key you're working on. So if you're working on F major scale that week, add F major arpeggio, F minor arpeggio, just to get used to shifting comfortably and establishing a hand shape after shifting where all the notes are in the right place to just play them, okay? Second tip I would give is to work on your rhythm, okay? Rhythm is so important. It's, in my opinion, as a cellist, it's more important than pitch in a lot of instances. You have to have a strong, internalized rhythm, and developing that can be a bit of a challenge if it's not kind of there naturally. So the way we're going to work on it is by incorporating the metronome into your practice, okay? I see a lot of people, sometimes I'll be working with someone or I see someone playing and they put the metronome on, and then I see that it's just kind of on in the background and it's sort of correlating with the rhythm of the piece, but you can tell that it's not locked, the two are not locked in together. And that's how you develop an internal metronome. You want to get to the point where the metronome's going, and then even if someone pressed off, you could like snap on the next beat that the metronome would have given. That means you're like feeling internally, you're feeling the pulse of the music and you're predicting the next hit of the metronome. At that stage, you're now like, not to be like a Zen master, but you're now at one with the metronome, okay? And your music will sound like it. For cello, chamber music, orchestral music, so much of what we do is laying the foundation rhythmically and harmonically for other players. So getting your rhythm really on point, we can totally put you past a beginner stage and into an intermediate stage. All right, finally, tip number 3 is to find people to play with. Okay, there's a couple reasons you want to do that. The first is that it is a skill to learn, kind of on top of learning how to play cello, learning to play a musical part in a group and then adjust your part, kind of on the go with the other people playing and fitting your sound in. There's a lot of nuance there, and the earlier you start, the better, because you don't want to just kind of get insulated and just have your own little thing, and then you finally start playing with people and it's been years and you're just freaked out by the whole thing. Because it can be a little intimidating, but I would say it's also the thing that made me really decide cello was like the thing for me, because making music with other people is one of the great experiences I've had in life. So it's totally worth the work it takes. Okay. Second reason is that it's really motivating. You know, you can get past the beginner stages and then it's like, okay, so I guess I'll just learn a bunch of pieces and then practice, and maybe once in a while like pull out the cello and play for friends and family. You know, it can get kind of, what's the point? If you start making music with people, that's the point. Is you're going to prepare, it motivates you to practice, you want to do a good job, and then also you're going to like share this experience with these people you've picked, and it's one of those kind of like synergistic effects where 2 + 2 = 8. It's always, when it comes together and it really works, it's like I'm riding on a high for days afterwards. And I want you to feel that too. So that's the third piece of advice. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much.